Hey guys, this is Madman Mars 2000 with your TNA No Surrender 2008 pay-per-view results. First up, Sting comes to the ring to start the show. He cuts a promo. He says he will face the winner of the 4 Ways to Glory match at Bound for Glory. He then brings up the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Montreal Screwjob and says that the young guys here in TNA need to start showing him respect. Christian Cage is shown arriving to the arena. Back in the arena, Mike Tenay and Don West announced that Booker T could not make it to the pay-per-view tonight due to Hurricane Ike, and that the 4 Ways to Glory match will now be a triple threat match for the TNA World title. 3-on-3 tag match, the Prince Justice Brotherhood defeated the Rock and Rave Infection and Christy Hemme via pinfall. The finish saw Shark Boy give Christy Hemme the stunner, or chummer as he calls it. Super Eric then hoisted both Jimmy Rave and Lance Rock on his shoulders and gave them both a double Death Valley driver. Curryman then pinned Hemme, who was still out from Shark Boy's chummer, for the pinfall victory. TNA Knockouts Falls Count Anywhere match. Awesome Kong defeated ODB via pinfall. The finish saw Awesome Kong ram ODB through a table that was set up against the turnbuckle for the pinfall victory. Backstage, Christian Cage is interviewed and he talks about the main event. Tag team match, Abyss and Matt Morgan defeated Team 3D via pinfall. Finish saw Abyss hit the Black Hole Slam on Devon for the pinfall victory. After the match, Brother Ray comes into the ring and hits a low blow on Abyss. He then nails Matt Morgan with a steel chair. He tosses the chair to Abyss, and when Morgan recovers from the chair shot and sees Abyss with the chair in his hand, he thinks that it is Abyss who nailed him with the chair, and Morgan and Abyss begin to argue for a while before Morgan heads to the back. 3-way match for the X Division Championship. Sheik Abdul Bashir defeated Petey Williams and Consequences Creed via pinfall to become the new TNA X Division Champion. The finish saw Petey Williams hit the Canadian Destroyer on Consequences Creed. Sheik Abdul Bashir then pulled Williams out of the ring. He then ran back into the ring and got the cover on Consequences Creed for the pinfall victory. And Sheik Abdul Bashir is the new TNA X Division Champion. Samoa Joe is shown arriving to the arena. TNA Knockouts Championship match, Taylor Wilde defeated Angelina Love via pinfall to retain the TNA Knockouts Championship. The finish saw Taylor Wilde pin Angelina Love with a bridge suplex, aka Northern Lights suplex, for the pinfall victory to retain the Knockouts title. Up next, the Ladder of Love match with SoCal Val at ringside, and for those of you who didn't see this pay-per-view and really aren't 100% sure how this match played out, it's your typical ladder match where you have to climb the ladder and grab an object suspended in midair. In this case, said object was SoCal Val's ring. The first to climb the ladder and grab her ring is the winner and actually wins SoCal Val. Sanjay Dutt defeated Jay Lethal to win SoCal Val. The finish saw Dutt and Lethal both climb opposite sides of the ladder at the same time to get the ring. SoCal Val at this point turned on Jay Lethal and hit him with a low blow. Jay Lethal fell off the ladder and Dutt was able to retrieve the ring and get the victory. After the match, Sanjay Dutt put the ring on SoCal Val and they celebrated the victory by making out. Backstage, Kurt Angle is interviewed. He talks about the main event. TNA World Tag Team Championship match, Beer Money Incorporated defeated the LAX to retain the TNA Tag titles. Finish saw Homicide attempt to hit the Gringo Killer on Robert Roode, but Jackie Moore comes in and throws white powder in Homicide's face before he can do so. Roode then hits the payoff on Homicide to get the pinfall victory, and Beer Money Incorporated retains the Tag Team Championships. Up next, the MMA Rules Match, and again, for those of you who didn't see this pay-per-view and are not familiar with MMA rules, basically the only way you could win this match is by submission or to knock your opponent out. There's no pinfalls, and you have 3 5-minute rounds to try to knock out or make your opponent submit. The match between Frank Trigg and AJ Styles, MMA rules, went to a no contest. The finish saw AJ Styles hit an accidental low blow on Frank Trigg in the second round, and the ref ruled the match a no contest, and the match was over. After the match, AJ cracks Frank Trigg with a kendo stick before leaving. Up next, the triple threat match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. the main event of TNA No Surrender 2008. Before the match even started, Sting made his way to the ring and he and Joe brawled for a little while, but AJ Styles and security broke it up and Samoa Joe headed back to the ring for the match. Samoa Joe defeated Christian Cage and Kurt Angle via pinfall to retain the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. The finish saw Jeff Jarrett make his way to the ring and crack Angle over the head with the guitar. This set Angle up for the Muscle Buster by Samoa Joe, who hit it and made the cover to get the pinfall victory, and Samoa Joe retains the TNA World Heavyweight title. And this now means that Sting will face Samoa Joe at Bound for Glory for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Those were your TNA No Surrender 2008 pay-per-view results. I'm Madman Mars 2000.